Hi, it's another New World Tale from Fiona, your career fairy godmother for the 21st century. Once upon a time, not that long ago, a lady named Penny took the bus to her office where she worked as a loan officer for a bank. She found the seat on the bus very uncomfortable, as if there was something buried deep inside the seat. It was a long ride, and the seat bothered her enough to mention it to the nice-looking man in the suit sitting next to her. The handsome man laughed and said, "That sounds like the story of the Princess and the Pea." Penny didn't know that story, so she Googled it when she got home. She learned that because the girl in the story was a princess, she could feel the pea through many layers of padding on her bed. Penny had been unhappy and uneasy at work for some time. There had been lots of layoffs, and loans were difficult to close in this new economy. She was concerned that any day she could be laid off from her job that she had had for over 10 years. She also knew that there are very few job openings available today for individuals with her experience. That night when Penny was sleeping, she dreamed about being the princess, and she could feel the pea under her as she tried to sleep. The next morning, she felt tired, but she felt empowered. She knew her life was more than just worrying about losing her job. Penny loves yoga and strength training. People at the gym often ask her for tips. Penny started offering training on Wednesday nights and Saturdays. She soon had a small following of fans and posted tips on Facebook. She got her DBA as the Power Princess and built a website and a Facebook page. Penny grew less and less concerned about being laid off from her job. As her business grew, she knew she was creating options for her future. She thought about the handsome stranger and hoped she would see him again so she could thank him for helping her realize that she did have options. At the gym one day, Penny saw her prince. She stopped and told him what he had done for her by telling her the story of the Princess and the Pea. He smiled and was happy he had helped. Sales had been slow lately, and his salary had not been the same since 2009. Later that night, the handsome man thought about how much he loved to fish, and that since he knew all the best fishing holes in the state, he could help other frustrated fishermen by teaching them what he knows. That was the beginning of his own sleepless night. As a fairy godmother, I love happy endings. Well, we'll have to check in with Penny and the handsome prince to see how their story ends. But one thing that I can say is that they are creating an opportunity to have a happy ever after for themselves. And that is the beginning for their own personal happiness for their future. I love a good fairy tale, but my favorite stories are the real-life successes that people create for themselves. We all know the world changed after 2009, and many of us are struggling. As someone once said, doing the same thing over and over again will usually bring the same results. If your result is not what you need, perhaps changing what you are doing will bring you a better result. I hope these stories inspire you to realize your potential. Find out more information to help you with your Career Plan 2 journey on any of our websites. Follow all of Fiona's fairy tales, Cinderella and Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, and the Princess and the Pea, and create your own story with a new Career Plan 2, Career Survival for Today.